Yep. Definitely muted. Hi, folk. I'm, wary about telling Eugene to stop being creepy at us. Because, what if he decides to murder us because we said stop flirting with me? Because I feel like that's something that could happen. Howdy. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is, but I definitely don't trust him. His deal is classy, thinks this is hilarious OOC. That's his deal. But I know that he absolutely wouldn't mind killing me either. I watched him send that telegram on his stream this morning. And, you know, of course, he's cackling the whole time. It's... Karen Lake, Sterling, and Dunn also coming north. Where victim is located. Highwayman. Reported to sheriff that my cabin was being robbed by someone calling themselves the Highwayman. They left a note stating they would come back and want more stuff for them. The cabin is located west of Karen Lake. You can telegram me. Huh. I like this brand shirt, but I feel like it makes me look kind of like a UPS driver or like a forest ranger, parks ranger. I don't know. Just that shade of brown. Alright, time to read some reports. Thomas Edwards for murder in the second degree. Thomas Edwards is in charge of his involvement in the murders of railway and delivery workers. The deaths of 2 delivery workers in Saint Denis by 4 railway workers acting at the behest of Edwards is something I cannot ignore. I could not decide whether his negligence and incitement to violence would make him complicit in murder or manslaughter, so I've split the difference. Good camo though if you have to do some sneaking. Yeah, it's my darkest outfit right now. Wanted, Goon Boon, reckless behavior, dossier, Summers gang. Oh boy, dossier, Gavin Summers and crew. Okay, so there's 2 dossiers. Old dossier is not disappeared and is in the archives. Pull that information here if desired. I'll leave that to you. Old dossier is disappeared and outdated. Anyways. Redacted has informed Maple and Rabbit that Summers is claiming tall trees and robbing anyone out there. Summers and his crew are known to be extremely violent and vindicative. Vindictive. Well, I can't talk. Sorry, guys. They will go after any law they deem necessary and will target your loved ones and friends. Anyone you care for. Do not ever give information to Summers. He will use it. Gavin. Long, dirty black hair and beard. Typically wears all black or very dark colors. Blondie. Blonde hair. Gray-brown coats. Typically not in black. 2 men unknown, 1 woman unknown. Dressed all in black. Face completely covered. Never spoke. He just comes out and instantly has a new gang made of all the sharp shooters on the server. Arrest Tommy Two Snakes, robbery and assault. Apprehended after being found in the Valentine medical office. Robbery and assault of train passengers. Cash. Tommy Two Snakes robbed this train. Cash and Rabbit overheard Tommy and his group discuss a plan to commit such a crime on either Monday or Tuesday. The involvement of others is unknown, but Tommy was positively identified by Fallon. But it would be better for the witness's safety if we heavily implied that our suspicion comes only from Cash overhearing his conversation. Mitchell, didn't we have a bank robbery by a Tommy Two Snakes impersonator who was wearing a bucket hat and full-length fur coat? It's so funny that he got caught for that because he was sloppy. He thinks it's... Gotta watch out for Calvin Summers. I know. And I've been looking, like, Sob's meta chat. They're calling him Galvin Summers. Someone thinks his name is Galvin. So funny. I really want to change this to Calvin's. P.S. Please get tested if someone can give me blood when I'm hurt, because I'm hurt a lot. I always give blood to everyone I can. From Lewis. Goodness. General Peaches. A woman known as Peaches has been routinely interfering, and I suspect she has been informing our locations for different criminal groups, including the Kettleman Gang, the Dead End Kids, and more recently Sam Bass's gang. In the past, she has been present for many crimes, if not directly associated in those crimes, and often lurks on the fringe of each group. This report is being compiled to warn deputies that she may be actively informing these groups of dispositions, or acting as a scout in advance of robberies, or directly involved. Beckwith has spoken with Peaches and warned her to keep her distance from these crimes, or she will be charged with aiding and abetting or conspiracy. Peaches stated the law should not be so black and white, and instead treat individuals with compassion. She reasons that she is medically trained and therefore wants to protect her friends by offering medical treatment. However, it reasons that she is an accessory to these crimes because she often fails to report them, despite apparently having knowledge of when and where these crimes will be committed, so that she may show up and administer medical treatment. I think I read that before. Doesn't look like a lot of stuff has happened.
You got shot. Welcome to day 1.
Gold overdose. Thank you to follow. Heading to St. Denis. For all officers, Sheriff Monroe, I am in need of your current location. We need to talk. Oh, Marlo needs to talk to Monroe. Cabin Lake Group. Maple Dunn, Starling Branch. I'll return to Valentine. Karen. It's Karen Lake, not Karen. Ripley. Sheriff Monroe is currently in Valentine if you wish to discuss that matter you brought up earlier. Hey, Sandy. I'm gonna go to Valentine because people ought to be there. Howdy. Fine, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Interesting. Hey, Cyber Bob, how's it going? Did I just make my mouse sensitive? Go. Doing okay. My sister is packing because she's leaving tomorrow. She's busy packing. That's the only reason I'm on right now. I kind of wanted to go do something, but I think no one has the energy for it. Yeah, so we had a critical notice posted today. Yeah, well, we're probably getting up early so we can head up north and visit some relatives on the way up there so they can see her baby. Because we have some relatives that live just across, just on this side of the border, so they're very close to Canada. In fact, their dad works in Canada. Oh, my great uncle works in Canada, primarily. He does ministry with First Nations kids and stuff. I think one of their daughters is First Nations too. She might have a Canadian passport. They adopted a lot of kids. They adopted 2 separate batches of like kids. But we'll go up to see our cousins early in the morning. And then my parents and my sister will continue up to Canada, and the rest of us will turn back, come back down. Said I wish I could go up to Canada right now, but I can't because everyone's insane. So. Yeah, it's not crazy uncommon, you know, far north in the US if you're on the border of Canada. But so we're only a couple hours from the border. Which, you know, not many places in the US can say that. Howdy. Sorry, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. Wait, is that... Did you... Wait, did you change your hair? You went blonde?
It's for a reason.
No, look, why? Are you, is it because you're hiding?
Sorta.
I didn't recognize you at all until you
I know. Isn't that a good job though? I mean, that's pretty good.
just why? Didn't that burn when they did that to your hair?
Kinda, but they say, you know, like beauty is pain, right?
Okay. Alright, that looks pretty yellow to me. I'm gonna...
Excuse me, this looks yellow.
I'm heading over to,
This looks
Valentine.
yellow. Wow.
Okay. Horse. What was he doing? Anyways, we had a critical notice bulletin. Let me read it to you guys. I posted it in the meta chat. As according to testimony from the criminal informant, Gavin Summers and his group have laid claim to tall trees and intend on robbing any who are discovered traveling through the woods there. I would encourage a great deal of caution when responding to reports in West Elizabeth. When he or his group are spotted, I plan to contact the rangers and advise them to exercise additional caution when patrolling and to avoid contact with large groups within tall trees. Greetings. I can hear in northern Minnesota. My dad was born in Minnesota. My dad's from Minnesota. He's now officially spent more of his time here. And I know, right? Because Saffron's West Elizabeth. Not that we often go to tall trees, but yeah. It's okay. I hated tall trees anyways. Actually, I like it. Just Saffron hates it because it's like where she got ate by cannibal. Oh snap, you've live? I'm live. Yes, I'm live. It's a rare early stream. Once I find employment, these will cease. But you know. I mean, I can relate. I'm only a couple hours away from Canada. Yeah. Northern Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah, you betcha. I can't see anything. Where am I? Oh, the river. My wife and I went to Winnipeg when we were stationed in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We've known a lot of Winnipegans. Winnipeg has its own subculture. It's strange. Hopefully we don't just, you know, crash out as soon as we enter Valentine. Nice, we didn't. Saffron was very hungry.
I get told that a lot.
What's the occasion? What's with the hire?
A fella getting stalked, or you felt like you were getting stalked? Okay. Howdy, Mitchell. Oh, what a long
Howdy.
face.
Well, you're all standing around on the porch. That means today's gonna be a terrible day.
Well, you just missed. We went on a long-ass patrol all the way up to Amberino.
I think there was a
No,
doctor
I
still
saw
in the
that.
office.
We need a doctor in this.
Looks like we need a doctor or something.
Let's see what you did, Mitchell.
What?
You showed up, and then they need a doctor, and they're running around.
I didn't do anything.
We have a little bit of a situation in the saloon. I'm afraid Abner's cleaver might have accidentally hit
God
the
damn
fella.
it, Abner.
I'll send the medical bulletin. Mitchell, do you have medical training?
I do, but I'm not. It'd be better if a doctor took care of things, unless it's gonna save their life for me to stitch them up right now.
Was that a doctor?
Okay, Petal. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy.
Oh,
You're a doctor, lass,
that was
aren't you?
dusty.
Hello.
You're a doctor, lass, aren't you?
Hi, I'm a medic.
Okay,
I can
perfect,
see you
perfect.
through,
Okay.
hopefully.
I won't bother with the bulletin then, unless you think you need it.
Let me have a quick look at him, and I'll tell you if I need an extra pair of hands, okay?
Bye.
I'm sorry, I I didn't see you there. Howdy. What's this? What is happening? What is happening? Hey, Mini Moon Fox.
It was an accident.
I'm out of the loop who a lot of these people are too, folk, because they're all new. There's a lot of new people. Excuse me. Hey,
We'll be
sir.
here waiting for you, Abner.
Did they tell you? Okay,
I
okay,
asked him
sorry.
to come in.
I just saw someone strutting through the door.
Can you face away from me for a second?
Yeah, okay.
Who?
Mr. Kenway,
Last time I saw, he went to the city.
they told me he was back here.
Shit.
I want to be anywhere not here.
Hey, Mr.
What is this?
Is your
What
father-
is this?
Yeah, Rick.
This is trouble. 100%
Oh,
trouble. It's not
Yeah,
going to be
we'll
anything
leave
but
it.
trouble. That's trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to talk to him. Was his inauguration last night?
It was, and everybody didn't go, and so he got mad at me, even though I was
Please tell me that you see that walking down the street, eh? You see that, right?
fucking cult.
Looks like a cult. Do you have?
I wasn't around. I'm afraid.
I'm gonna go
yeah,
talk to
we're
them,
gonna talk
see if I
with
can.
your boys.
Because if I hear about anything happening, I want to know
okay, I don't know.
you know?
if it's gonna be a-
Yeah, I'll go with you.
what sort of stuff they do, what sort of stuff that they tend to.
Goats they sacrifice and blood they drain and
I want to hear, because if we hear, someone's been attacked by 3 creeps,
yeah, no, I understand, I get it.
they're over there by the camp now. Okay.
Talking to that weird little fella.
Dance for you and lick your toes.
Well, I do go on a lot of travels, so I'll
Howdy.
take you up on that offer someday now.
Oh, very good. You will find me in the bathhouse. I work there. My name is
There's a group and a half.
Well, Edgar, you look like a hard worker now.
I a hard laborer, bitch.
Hard labor.
Howdy, sirs. Sorry, are you able to hear me speaking to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just... Well, your friend there's riding his horse, his hands behind his back. That's pretty impressive.
It's the Irish in him, I think.
What's the Irish in him?
I think he's a little bit drunk.
I just couldn't help but notice you all strutting through town. What's the occasion?
We just come from church.
You came from church?
Yes, we come from church. We're gonna be going on our travels now, spreading the word.
Which church is it?
Well, we do works around most churches here in the crossing.
They're definitely a cult.
We come under the parish name of the Saints Crossing Church.
Huh. And as this garb, you've got part of it?
Say again?
As the coats you're wearing and the garb you've got, is that part of it?
Oh, depends what we're getting up to. Travels or doing some of our religious duties, we might wear these, but sometimes you'll see us with the coats off. We don't live in these now.
Well, no, I was just curious. I just couldn't, you saw you all going through town. It looked like a special occasion or a parade or something like that.
When there's a parade going on, we will be waking everybody up at the crack of dawn now with our songs and praise for the Lord and Savior.
What sort of stuff are you getting up to today?
Well, we'll just see what the world has planned for us today and see what people we come across and we can help in any way, shape, or form.
Well, that's good. We can always have more people helping people. Are you fairly new to the crossing then? I don't think I've met you before.
I've always been a traveling man. I wouldn't say I'm new. I've lived in the crossing most of my life.
You've certainly not been
Born
around
here.
these parts recently, though.
Yeah, I went traveling. I went to Europe now for a while. Studies.
All right. Well, nice to meet you. What was your name? I'm Deputy Mitchell.
Deputy Mitchell, I'm Jeremiah.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Jeremiah. How about your friends here?
Well, the one in red is Keegan.
Howdy,
How's
Keegan. And you, sir?
He's a little bit shy at the moment.
Well, just wanting to make introductions.
It's all good,
He's
Father. They're
shameless.
friendly. They are lawmen. They're good citizens of the crossing now. Father's a little shy. He's come from Ireland a few days ago. He's still getting a layer of the land.
Well, that's nice. I mean, my mother is Irish.
And my name is Deputy Montana. Pleasure to meet
Right,
you all.
folk.
Deputy Montana, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice to meet y'all.
Hi, nice to meet you. Well, all of you have a good day. If you do run into any trouble out there, you can always send a telegram to ANON. That's unknown. I'll reach everyone at the sheriff's offices so that we can investigate or help out where needed. So we're also in the business of helping people out. So
Most appreciated. As well, I know these days a lot of youngsters are running around causing mayhem. If you ever come across any orphans, please do contact us. We have posters all around. We're going to be starting up the Catholic Church orphanage soon.
okay, well,
Interesting.
interesting. I haven't seen any, but who knows?
All right, now. Y'all have a good day.
Me, you as well.
You also.
All right, where's my horse at?
I'm just gonna say something's very off about that.
Oh yeah, no, they're cool.
You're playing in 2 minutes.
What? Oh, moving picture man.
So Jeremiah, Keegan, and the man they're calling the father.
Yeah, I believe the quiet one. I'd have to talk to Abler whenever we rearrest him.
He was
telling
very
me some
keen
of-
on not speaking to us.
Is there a cinema or something?
He was telling me a story about how this priest was calling him a demon, so he smashed his head into a wall, and then the priest
Okay.
came back around and hit him with a hammer multiple times.
That sounds.
How long he's gonna be in there
a
for?
Short, fat man.
He's just gonna be getting fined. and let
That
out
would-
momentarily.
Okay,
Okay, all right.
if I can get further description on him, if you can ask him if there's any facial hair or anything, if he tells
Yeah,
you it's
there's,
grey mustache or monocle,
Yeah,
that's
with the
pretty dead
monocle,
ringer.
coat clothes.
Should I write a
Should
not really dossier, but that I
you
can
son of a bitch.
should write something
It
down.
was an accident. Look at me like that.
I had.
My
I'm
tears
gonna look
great.
at you like that, 'cause we just had this conversation.
It was an accident.
Yeah, I told you no weapons in town. Remember when you tried to do your little party trick on me? Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 15 or so minutes ago.
Okay, so I'm currently, because everyone involved agrees it was an accident, and because, you know, it's not the worst thing I can imagine, he's getting brandishing.
So it's brandishing.
Nullifying as long as he goes over to the medics and apologizes for what he just did.
I
I'm
will.
gonna add something on top of that.
And what
Oh
is that?
goodness.
Hey, you remember that little priest man you were telling me about, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if he had a monocle?
I
A
think.
fancy little white mustache, mayhaps?
Yeah, he was old and bald and fancy white mustache and a little monocle, and I think he had an accent.
It would have been Irish.
Yeah.
That son of a
Montana,
bitch.
let's go see if we can find him and bring him in.
Yep.
Who's this now?
Fucking Colts, I swear.
Well, they should be easy to find. Meatball, you think you can come with us?
Yeah, of course. Sure, I'm going with him.
Yeah, It seemed they hated kind of strawberry ways.
Alright, well, we can head off that way.
Pardon us coming through. Pardon.
Well, the problem with seeing anyone head this way, they could be going to Saint Denis or Rhodes or to Strawberry. You think they went down here to Strawberry though?
Well, they didn't take this road. They headed
Out across the lawn?
yeah, they headed across the plain. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pace.
Nice.
So what's the name of the guy we're looking for?
Not quite sure what his name is. He was very keen on not speaking to us or anything like that. Because I think he knew that he might be wanted.
Right.
That's
You described the individuals to them already?
so it's three fellas all go around wearing those strappy jackets, you know, with the moths on the back. Okay, my horse just decided to go really slow. I didn't can wait.
Yeah, it's been happening to me a lot recently.
So those strappy jackets, you know the one I'm talking about with the high collar on them.
Yeah, the ones with all the fucking belt buckles on them.
Mm-hmm. So there's three. Two of them are wearing white jackets. The other's wearing a red one. And they're claiming to be from the Church of Saints Crossing.
Right, then they were in town just earlier, weren't they?
Aye, they were just in town. The fella in particular that we went to speak to was riding on a black shire. He was rather rotund. He was wearing the white jacket. His friend said that he was Irish, just got in from Ireland. Grey hair, mustache, monocle.
Right, okay.
He didn't speak, but you can assume that he's got an Irish accent.
Yeah, he is. People were saying he came from Ireland, so.
Mm-hmm.
And do we know if these guys are dangerous or?
The man we're looking for hit Abler upside the head multiple times with a hammer.
All right, that's a little bit.
Like he claimed he had the devil in him or something and started beating him,
He kept
essentially.
calling him a demon.
Like that.
Yeah. Abler had attacked him first. Smashed his head against the wall. Apparently that man then received medical treatment and after some time came back after Abler with said hammer.
I really want to volunteer as tribute. Wait, for what? For the orphans?
Abler's gonna be the death of me.
Hi, I could hear you sounded rather cross with him. Sounds like you had dealt with a lot of things with him.
Well, I just met him today. Pardon us.
Howdy. There wouldn't happen to be three people in strappy jackets in town.
Yep,
Okay,
dead
alright.
on. Yep.
Alright, let's come with us, please. Is there something going on? Baba?
No.
Okay.
They're just there. They just
Okay.
passed the inn.
Perfect.
Sorry, I keep them. Check left. Left to your right, yeah. This is where I last saw them.
Great.
Were they heading north? Or
Yeah,
west?
north. Yeah.
Why would they go up there?
I noticed they were wearing something weird, but I didn't know anything.
Could they be heading to like
The cave? Maybe the cave?
Maybe.
Maybe they want to go mining.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to convert some.
maybe
Uh-huh. Let's check the mines up here.
Hey, what was that, Maple?
maybe pronghorn or lavender?
my house. We're gonna check the apartments.
Howdy, sir. Excuse me. You didn't happen to see 3 people in strappy jackets, did you?
Striped jackets?
Kninkle?
Yeah. Like belt buckles?
Aye, people with
straps.
straps, lots and lots of straps on their jackets.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've just come down from the mountain.
Okay, alright.
Alright. Yeah, appreciate it.
Just came down from right there.
Possible they took this route around to Blackwater?
That's very possible. I'm also...
Do they know that you're chasing them?
No, they don't.
Then I don't think they'd go to Blackwater from the way they were going.
Check this first mine up here. Wait, did we pass it?
Might have.
Why? I think we passed the mine.
Yeah, we did. We missed a turn.
I got distracted by Kneepo. Okay.
around.
I think that we should check that mine just in case. Usually good at knowing where mine is. That way. Oh, sorry.
You're alright.
Why am I so lost at the moment? I usually know where this is. Hi, it's up this way. Sorry. Oh, it doesn't look like they come up here. Huh?
No horses?
No, I doubt that they're up here. We might be best going to town and at least write up a wanted with detailed description. Because otherwise we're just chasing ghosts. And if they don't,
Blackwater and right there.
I think we could try there just in case they went down there. But if they don't know that we're looking for them, they're going to be more bold. Go through towns like they were just in town. So.
Yeah, they walked right by me.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were walking around town with their hands behind their backs.
Like, and lanterns at their hips. They might be a wee bit more secure now because they just had that conversation. Whoa, sneak!
Fucking hell.
They just had that conversation with us all, and we didn't try to stop them. So, howdy. Wow, horses are not enjoying the snakes in the bushes there.
Not happy with that one.
Does anyone know where that little creepy house is that is nearby?
Hang on, it's sort of... Let me look at my map here.
Yeah, sure.
It's not marked. So it's behind us. It's just past where we came out. Do you want to go there?
With all the drawings on the inside.
That one.
Yeah, if it's close, we can just do it.
Aye, it's not too far.
I want to put it past the cold,
back
so
the way
they
we
use some
went.
creepy asses hideout.
Hang on. That is... I'm struggling today.
Yeah, you passed it.
I did pass it. Okay.
Yeah.
No way I'm feeling so disoriented, do you?
Yeah, you wanna... I may not feel disoriented if I just chatted with some cultists.
I know, but usually this isn't a problem for me. There it is. That's why. Okay, but it doesn't look like they're there either. Is the door open? No, it's not. Okay.
Thought it might have been, but no.
Uh-huh. Saints Crossing Sheriff Department. Anyone inside?
I'll take a peek inside. Saints Crossing Sheriff, coming on in. What the fuck? Oh, that's not the door.
Door troubles.
Yeah. What's on the counter here?
Huh? Someone's been using this to store clothes.
Someone cleaned their dishes up, looks like.
Nice. Someone's living here or
Someone's
something.
living up here for sure. Can't see what's on the
hello
counter.
neighbours. Hang on, there's a note here. Hello, myself and another have been living in this house for a few months now. I've no problem if you want to come in and take out here as you please, but I'd like not come home to sleep to weird drones and mythical creatures and string all over the wall. I would prefer to stay anonymous for now, as not many people know I live out here for my own safety. Just want to ask, maybe keep the house tidy. I do leave food. I bake often, so feel free to help yourselves. Weird drones and mythical creatures with strings everywhere. Okay.
Alright, man.
Seems cute. Oh, Bob.
Yes.
I found your love letter.
What?
What?
Your
What love
letter that you wrote to Falafel.
Have you been snooping in my journal?
No, it was posted up on a wall.
Somebody must have stolen my journal.
I asked people about it because it was an interesting little letter. People said that it was most certainly you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
No. Definitely not me.
I thought you're the only one I know who loves falafel.
Just stop talking. I don't know what falafel is.
It's sort of
Yeah,
this
seen your
weird gross stuff with rice in it.
Yeah, sounds kind of weird, you know?
Does anyone know what a tea is?
A what?
What? Habibti, something like that.
Afraid not.
No idea. Sounds like
I
some
heard
kind
him
of,
like
foreign
restraining
language
himself.
or
He was
something.
Ryder or Wagon. He was like,
Are we gonna head down to Blackwater?
Aye.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm just passing through Strawberry today, so.
You wanna check through town? Maybe to go left?
Aye.
Oh, sure.
I'll check the tip line. Alright, Snow's out here somewhere. He might be down in Blackwater. Where'd everyone go to?
Bob was just by the butcher tent. Mabel's with us.
Baba, we're gonna go down to Blackwater.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Any pardon us passing through. That shire head was massive.
Aye, it was. It'll be easiest spot.
Midnight black and as tall as most buildings, I'd say.
Let's pick it up.
Yeah, picking it up. Yeah, Senior Deputy, I was saying that it was yours. I'm just saying that it would have been posted behind that green inn next to the doctor's office in Valentine. You just posted it on the wall for everybody to read.
Wagon?
Yeah, once again, they all said they were in the Church of St. Grouse, and they said that they migrate around to all the different churches. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Way
There's a
up.
burnt down one in Coulter.
Yeah, there is.
Huh.
In Coulter.
I thought there was a school up there.
It might be a school. It kind of looks like a church. Could be
No,
both.
it's a church. For sure it's a church. For sure.
Aye, there's a cemetery up there. It's probably right next to it. Oh, it doesn't look like they're here. We need to put out the wanted though.
Somebody's running.
Someone's running. What's going on? Is everything okay, sir?
You alright?
Sir? Sir on the dock, we're speaking to you. Is everything okay, sir?
Just gonna take a boat.
Okay, I'll just saw you sort of racing around over there. Look like you might be running from something.
Oh no, just getting some exercise on, you know?
Okay, alright. What was your name, by the way?
Grim.
Sorry?
Grim?
Graham?
Yep.
Nice to meet you. Name's Deputy Mitchell.
Oh, thank you, Deputy.
Anyways, enjoy your boat ride.
Oh, hey.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm currently looking for some workbenches. Do you, by any chance, know where I can find any?
Aye, there's one over in the wood, you know, the woodcutter's place?
The lumberyard.
The lumberyard,
place.
aye.
Yeah.
There's one inside the barn there. It's right
Like-
next to the telegram station, the lumberyard there. If you
Right
go
behind the medical tents.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I'll have to go check that out before I head over. Thank you very much.
Aye, no problem. Gonna go make dynamite.
Hi, Baba.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm going to steal this
Yeah.
pitching post.
I'm going to head out to Strawberry.
We just came from there. One moment before you leave, Snow. Want to fill you in what's going on? And you should probably take some with you if you're gonna head out there. But we're looking for a group with 3 people at the moment. It's a group going around. They're wearing coats with straps on it and stuff. They're calling themselves the Church of Saints Crossing. It's clearly some sort of cult. One of them, we realised after speaking with them, was beating someone over the head, calling him a devil or a demon, something like that. So
Is it that leather coat with the buckles?
aye, the coat with all the buckles on it, all up and down the sleeves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one Desmond Pierce wore at one point.
I can, but it's the only coat you can find that's like that. You know? 2 of them have white ones, one of them has a red one. It's only the large fella and the white that's white at the moment. But I feel like if we confront them, we might get resistance from all 3 of them. So we need to get eyes on them. If you do get eyes on them, don't let them know that they're wanted. You know, if you don't have enough people to try and make an arrest on them. But we're gonna get the paperwork in order right now. I wouldn't recommend going out alone to Strawberry though.
Do they have anything else besides the coat that's noticeable?
I mean,
the man we're looking for is on a giant black Shire.
Aye.
He's fairly plump, balding, with a white mustache and a monocle.
And
he's also Irish.
They were wearing lanterns on their hips too. All 3 of them had dark horses. One of them, the one wearing the red coat, has got red hair. He goes by the name Keegan. And the other one calls himself Jeremiah. I don't know about the one who we're actually looking for, what he calls himself. They called him the father.
Keegan? Sean Keegan?
I don't know about Sean.
That's his name. That's the only Keegan I know.
I mean, it could be a different one. That's a pretty common Irish name.
Yeah, okay. I only know one Keegan, so. I will be safe then. Are you guys all gonna stay here?
Well, we're getting the paperwork together, and then we're going to go out looking, probably.
Okay,
but
then I'll stay here.
Right, I'm saying I wouldn't go out alone at the moment. Alright, what are you working on right now, Montana?
Yeah, I'm doing the wanted, so I can just put the incident that I'm typing and just put it over into an incident report as well.
I wasn't sure if there was something written up for whatever happened to Abner or not.
Yeah, no, not yet.
What, is dynamite the only thing people craft? I actually don't know all the stuff that gets crafted. So I wouldn't be able to tell you.
It was Keegan and who else?
Jeremiah. Keegan was a redhead. Also wearing a red coat. I think his horse might have been a red chestnut thoroughbred. He really liked the red. I'm gonna go send a telegram saying that we're here and to keep an eye out for these fellas. Supposedly there's hundreds of things that can be crafted, but I don't think all the recipes have been found. I don't think hundreds of things, more of like lots and lots and lots of the potions. Like there's practically endless combinations of the potions. But the food and stuff, I mean, there are things, but I don't think it's hundreds. Howdy. There, 6 p.m. You can make tools and horseshoes that make the horses faster but do wear out. Yeah, it could be interesting. Gets real complicated, all the crafting stuff, though. I kind of prefer stuff to be more RP oriented, less. I hate having to do crafting grinds. I really do. When you can't get basic things because you have to make it all. I hate that. Now, RPing an Ark and Conan drove me nuts with that. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why those don't appeal to me. Wanted, fat bald priest. Incident, hammer swinging fat bald priest. After arresting Abner Ace, he had a story of how a fat bald priest called him a demon, to which Abner got pissy and smashed the priest's head in the wall. After the fat bald priest recovered, he had tracked Abner Ace down and hit him with a hammer 3 or so times. Deputy Mitchell and myself spotted 3 cult-like individuals walking through Valentine. We decided to have a chat with them to introduce ourselves and find out who they were. They had said they were the Church of Saints Crossing. Their names were Keegan, red head, red coat, red purple thoroughbred, Jeremiah, and the fat bald individual who would not give his name or
Mr. Fat
talk.
Bald Priest, wanted and an incident are both in there.
Alright, sounds good. We'll make sure to add that I'll add that he's got a black shard.
Oh yeah.
They probably ended up somehow going, well, why would they go up north though? That's strange to me. I feel like they'd be going around looking for people, you know?
The worst of my thinking is if they are some actual cult, then they're trying to find some
Creepy location to work
little
out.
man in the woods to go kidnap and do a little cult shit too. Or they just went on a little
No, I'm also
wilderness
concerned.
adventure.
I've been around long enough to be concerned about the same things. I know, that's... I mean, we could have checked the other mines, I suppose. I've got a feeling like they might have been going around to check all the mines, who knows? Check the tip label. Grown men messing around, no need for backup. Holding someone in cuffs cannot get visual. Need backup. What's Monroe doing? Okay.
Oh. Oh my god, Baba.
What on earth is going on? Who's
Anyway,
storing
I have a solution, do not worry.
Do you have falafel in your pocket to wave in front of his nose? Right, where did you even get that snow?
Carries the pocket.
Did somebody call my name?
Hi, Bob.
Hey, how are... Oh. Where did you
Yeah,
get
you
that in
open?
your hand?
Where
it's from
did
your
you get it?
pocket.
That's
Oh,
gross.
okay.
How did you know I was going to do this, Saffron? How did you You okay? You like pass out? Or are you tired?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know what happened.
Just kind of collapsed. Maybe you're like.
Has it been a big day for you?
Psst. Psst. What are you writing?
Huh? I was clearing up something I'd need, but we don't need it because we've got the hammer swinging fat bald priest and wanted fat bald priest. Okay. What do we think that we should do next? Because nothing's coming through the tip lane.
Start a bar fight.
It's an option.
No, that's definitely what's that? Disturbing the peace or something? That's definitely a crime.
I didn't say it was a good option, just an option.
An option.
Yeah, I think it's probably best just head back to Valentine Mayhaps. I have really no clue where these potential little cult religious zealots are venturing to. Unless we genuinely think that they are out there trying to pay somebody, then we can go searching.
Okay. Well, we could see whatever that's about. Imagine they went out to Moonshine. New Hanover headed west. I'm gonna imagine it's probably coming from Cattail one. Who knows? But we could have two groups could go out. You know?
Okay, yeah. Where do you want the groups?
We could go up. Two of us could go up and try waiting near Cattail, and the other one could try waiting as if they're coming down this way. But we need to act fast.
Well, I'm dressed for the snow, so I can go to Cattail. No,
Okay.
I already fit in the park.
Okay.
I'll take planes.
We'll go to Cattail. Snow wearing a winter sweater and Blackwater, yeah. I don't know what he's thinking. It's pretty funny. Bullet, raiding with the party of 2. Hey, thanks for the raid. Didn't realize you'd... I wondered where our 5th had gone. Okay. Figured it'd be good to ride along here.
Yeah, I mean...
Guys, Silverbullet plays Maple, the Mountie deputy
I think
Mountie.
you just don't see Shriners coming down here anymore.
That really depends. Oh, because he's actually literally Canadian. I have to ship my sister back to Canada tomorrow. I know this Canadian guy who would literally bring his bottle of maple syrup to breakfast and take sips out of it. It's like, you're such a stereotype. He embraced it. He was so proud of himself. Okay, but that would be legit good. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, like maple syrup bacon, you know? I grow my own syrup. Wow. Okay. Is this the battle of who's the most Canadian? Drain it right out of the trees. Wait here for like 5 minutes. We probably won't see anything because that's the way it goes. Yeah. Yeah, there is. So we split into 2 groups to go try and catch him. Hydrate. I need to get hydration. Sullen Green, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hearts in chat for Silent Green. I was falling asleep there waiting and that woke me up, but let's say I doubt that they're coming this way, but we can give it a few more minutes if you want to. Or a minute or so. I don't know, can.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's gonna be more than a minute.
That's the problem with New Hanover, is there's 3 different places they could be coming from and they're all wildly different. Alright, what do you think about going back towards the Blackwater area?
Yeah, that's probably where they're gonna meet.
Let's stop by the shack here to at least get eyes on it, see if there's any horses left around. Okay. Sneak there. No, I don't really see anything there.
Yeah, me either. Could have been.
Right. Boy, that's a lot of birds there.
Mm-hmm. Apparently there's certain birds that only exist on the bridges. The bridge, Bard's Crossing.
What do you mean?
Like, you won't find that bird anywhere else besides that bridge on Bard's Crossing.
Oh, well, you just probably don't know where else to find them. It's just the easiest place. This game is too pretty. Down at the medical tent. Everything okay here? Oh, sorry. Can people hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was asking if everything was okay here. I just see people cluster around the medical tent.
Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. Just buying some supplies and stuff like that.
Oh, wait. All right. Take care.
You too.
Yeah, a couple of bags by the way.
Cut members? They're not here in town, are they?
I don't think so.
Huh. Check the tip lane. Oh no, their horses are here.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you've given us some information. You want to cut it a little shorter?
Oh, you found him.
Yeah.
Good job. Ah, nice.
Yeah. Candy, and what was your name there, fella?
And then at 7 severe frostbite in his pinky toe last night. There's dark red and morning's purple. We're thinking y'all need to amputate it. He's staying ranch northeast of oil fields out in the Heartlands.
Oh, Al. Al, don't you want a moonshine then?
Yeah, I went back to my roots. I used to make moonshine all the fucking time.
Wait, is that Lombardo?
Oh, believe me, I've done harder crimes than this. Been sent away for a very, very long time.
What's this engraving on here?
Yeah, just Lombardo.
El Vecchi Temple. What does that mean?
For the family.
Ah, so this was a gift?
You go change.
Then it was.
Alright.
They kind of a shining DiCenzo.
I once loved.
You once loved?
Yeah.
What happened?
He's played by Ian Serial, who plays Jack Sanctum, deputy who was shot up by.
What happened?
It's a long story.
Shot up by dead end kids.
That's fair. I wouldn't tell the lawyer business either. Some of them smell funny. There's just one with like a big beard who always smells like this weird fried vegetable ball. I didn't even know how to describe it.
Huh.
It's crazy. You have to cover your nose every time you talk to him. It's just like, and how much of that are you eating?
Why is he just dissing himself in falafel?
How much I'm eating? Or are you acting figuratively?
No,
what
no.
that fella you're talking about.
No, no. No. What is figuratively?
He's like, not literally. Quite the opposite.
Ah.
Throwing it out there as a question, but you're not really asking.
Yeah, rhetorically, I believe.
Oh. Yeah, like that. To the weird guy, usually wearing blue, weird beard, brown hat. That fella. How's the
What is he
paperwork
trying
looking?
to do?
Alright, so he's currently looking at 50 days and $280.
So what am I looking at?
Whatever you decide.
Charges,
I can change
times,
it down
fine.
Here, wait. Tell me one more time.
It's 50 days and $280.
Oof.
And that's with fleeing and looting plus possession of a moonshine car. If you like,
Alright.
you can knock down the fleeing and looting and just settle after that.
Here. Try, Alright. You're looking at some good amount of time and money here. Probably not as much as you would have made had you made that delivery. No, in fact, probably the opposite. So, if you give me a better location, we'll both pull out our maps here. If you tell me where you brew that stuff, I'll knock this down a good amount.
Oh yeah.
I'll pull
Alright,
out my map.
It's a process, alright? What are you asking me? You asking me where I distill it, or are you asking me where I fucking make the match?
Well, both really.
Both?
Yeah,
I'll
I
give you
want
one.
peach
You
cobbler.
choose one.
Where did you begin
Probably
your
make
delivery? That's what I want to know.
Cattail Pond.
All right. Well, that's good enough for me. Give me 2 moments here, and we'll get you your times and stuff.
And say just about. It's probably like a few hundred pounds, or maybe a few hundred ounces, maybe. Definitely not.
All right. So you were looking at 50 days and about $300 in fines. We're going to charge you for about 25 days and only $120.
I
Sounds
appreciate
fair?
that. That
Yeah?
sounds fair. However, can I get my weapons back?
Yeah,
Since I
you
don't use them.
Yes, you can. As soon as you're out, you will receive them back.
All right.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Just give me a moment to file the correct paperwork here.
Aaron, I hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna lay my head down for a moment. I'm just gonna lay down on this bed right here. I'm an old man. I'm about 49 years old. Sometimes I get these weird sensations to take a nap.
No problem. You are good to take your nap.
I tell everybody to not here takes it in,
All right. What was his name again? All right. Grab some tags.
Take a stroll around town. Howdy. Howdy, sir.
How you doing?
Did you just start running?
I was gonna take a little jog. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. My name's Deputy Mitchell. What's yours?
Lucas Bishop.
Alright, Lucas. What you do around here?
Different things. Sometimes I deliver the milk.
Oh, wait.
Sometimes I hunt. Yeah.
I used to do that a lot before I got a badge. No, I've just been seeing you walk around town here a lot, and I didn't remember meeting you before. I like to say hello.
Yeah, sometimes I just, get in my head and just walk a little bit and, just enjoy it outside.
Alright.
All right, Deputy Mitchell. I hope you catch some bad guys
there he
today.
is. There's the other deputy. Anyways. Aye, me too. Could
Take care.
Putting some more of him away. Just acting sus. He keeps walking. He's walking towards, and then he walked away from the sheriff's office. A little bit weird. Can't trust anyone. They're all criminals. Howdy. Anytime I say hi to someone and they don't respond, it's like, Yeah, no, it is, but lots of times people don't say anything too. Hit it a couple times. Howdy. Howdy. I don't know. I double tapped, I triple tapped the push to talk. Said it twice. Ignored. It's Tipplay's so quiet. Cashew, stop it. Cashew, no. Stop it. Okay, do you want to go get in the kitchen? I will banish you.
Is the train running today?
I don't believe so. It's tomorrow.
How does anyone ever know? I don't know.
I honestly, I don't know either.
Hey, they just kind of show up screaming about it at some point.
See, I really like to use them to like get from Ensburg to Valentine much faster than I normally go.
I'm going to excuse myself for a wee bit. Probably back around 30 or so minutes and head back up to good old Valentine.
Alright.
Heavy parade, everybody on the moonshine arrest. Big day, big day.
Yeah.
Big accomplishment. One for the books.
I know, I'm surprised we found anyone. Where'd you find him?
In the plains.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about the man in the tree.
Oh yeah, this was crazy. We had just stopped Al here, and hey Al, you remember the guy in the tree?
Yeah, I remember him.
This guy, we stopped Al, and then this guy just comes out of the tree, and they're like, "Are you law or are you robbing him?" And I in my mind, I was like, "Why would you ask such a question? Like, even if we were robbing him, we would just rob you too. Like, why?" That seemed silly, but it's crazy because he just popped out of a tree. Like, we didn't even see him there, didn't even see the tree. And then when he, disappeared somewhere else, he just disappeared back into the tree, like some sort of, elf or something.
What do you mean, into the tree, though?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
When I was riding the moonshine cart away from you, I saw him running through the plains.
I thought for a second he might have just lived in the tree or something.
What
but when I
tree,
say this is just it's the tree in the middle of the plains.
That big one near the stone walls?
Is that it, Al?
No, I don't think so, no. It's
No, not
going
that one.
towards Steve's Landing on the hill. There's a big tree there.
Yeah.
A quite large one.
Yep.
I think we're talking about the same one.
Probably, yeah.
And then he just, walked behind the tree and, disappeared. I didn't go check behind the tree, of course, but,
Okay.
he couldn't see him. Came out of nowhere.
Huh.
Weird fella.
Aye.
I'm going to go up to Strawberry. Are we still doing this hunt for them, or is it a little bit late?
Oh, we haven't heard, and we don't want to just be out chasing ghosts, aye. But we
we
looked
have to
around,
start
we got the paperwork, aye.
Alright. Well, if I see him, I'll let you guys know.
Alright.
He was one of those Irish fairy folk. I don't know. Alright, I think I'll probably head towards Valentine, see if everything's going up there.
Alright. Sounds good. I'll wait here until, so I can give him back his,
Aye.
yeah.
Song starts over instead of playing a new one. Might be getting off. I mean, I did say it was going to be a short stream. That's what I'm going to do. I always think it's funny that it has you automatically go up on this route. I don't feel like this is the faster way to Valentine. Hey Tank, how's it going? How's my day? It's one of those, it's like, I know there's tons of people on, but, like, where are the Anons? No one calls for the law. So we're like, going around hoping we see or hear from something, but nothing's happening for the law to deal with. It's actually really hard for law. I know people tend to burn out when, they feel like too much is happening. I burn out when nothing's happening. Everyone's resting and talking, I guess. I burn out hard on law when there's nothing for me to respond to. Because when there's nothing to do, it's like, okay, well, you know. Yeah, relationship RP with civs and stuff. Yeah, but they're all criminals. And I hate saloon RP. So it's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. I had some fun yesterday. Saffron went and she won the barrel races and then she went on a date. But who knows if that stuff will ever happen again. But there's like not really just random events that are good to go to. That Mr. White. That's Mr. White. Saffron's real friends have left the state or turned into criminals. Or both.
Why did? Just I saw you hit a whole fucking child. Oh, it got me. It got me so good. I had to rein it in. Oh, I was gonna bust a fucking gut right there.
Seriously, nothing.
Shit.
I might be unwell, but I've still got the touch.
You still got the touch. Shit.
I don't have Boyd's telegram. Boyd has mine, so if Boyd wants to talk to Saffron, he's gonna have to talk to her.
I'm gonna join you.
You just have to make it as catastrophic as possible.
You gotta kill the 10 orphans on the way in.
What's happening?
This guy came in town and he was just riding like an idiot.
Oh.
Just imagine murdering the man of a child.
That's Ricky. I actually got to talk to him and see if he's gotten in touch with the counselors.
Oh, he definitely needs counsel on that one.
No, I mean, like, he has amnesia, like, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And that's the fella that, James Randall mentally abused into thinking that was his nephew.
Jesus, okay.
And also physically abused him and attempted to murder him and also stabbed him.
Oh, right. Well, thanks for letting me know before I called him a child killer.
I didn't realize that was Ricky until... So, yeah.
Ah, dear.
You had no sign of the three creepy people in their belty jackets.
So Jeremiah was here.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. Spoke to him. Pulled him in the office, but
oh, you pulled him in the office.
No, I just made it out as a conversation, just talking about the faith and stuff. I didn't talk about anything else. As soon as I realised it wasn't him, because I didn't realise the guy was bald.
Aye, there's a trio of them.
We did get the name though.
Aye, no.
O'Brien.
Keegan O'Brien or Jeremiah O'Brien?
Wait, they all call fucking O'Brien. That son of a bitch.
There
Sorry?
will not be a ting.
Are they all called O'Brien?
I would need to
I don't know,
hit it with
they said
metal.
that the third
Middle
fella
round,
is Irish for sure, but one of them had the red-headed one. He had an Irish name, Keegan. There's Keegan, Jeremiah, and then the one they were calling the father.
Yeah, he said Keegan. He said I was with I do this with Keegan and O'Brien.
Oh, O'Brien. So that's probably his name then. Aye, O'Brien.
Aye. Unless all their last names are O'Brien and they just fucked me sideways.
Keegan's the former ranger, a ranger recruit.
Wait, he did used to be a ranger.
Yes, that is the same one. I asked him while he was there.
So is it Sean Keegan or is it something like that?
I would
Snow
believe
was talking about a
so.
Sean Keegan, saying that was the only one he knew.
By the way, Sheriff, don't feel too bad because, you know, anyone that is willingly working for Awkward Johnson, it's, you know, they kind of accept they accept a lot in life.
Absolutely. I hope he's getting paid well.
Yeah, maybe Tank. The way I see it, though, one of the reasons I do badly with Civ stuff is because, you know, I mean, I'm out of work right now, but usually I'm working. I don't want to go to work and then come home to chill and just work another job, like a menial, boring kind of task for my free time. That's why criminal or law, I'm gonna have the excitement rolling in.
Why did you put yourself through that?
Because I was the only one who could.
Who could do what?
De-brainwash a fella.
Oh, were you successful?
I think so, yeah.
You have to cut his head open and give him a scrub.
Not really, it's just like, hey, it's because someone claims that you know, they're your family, doesn't give them the right to hurt you.
Oh, you're a grinder? See, I hate the grinding.
Fair. Right, so, not a lot going on.
If I'm grinding.
No, doesn't seem like it.
No. I saw a
I'm
group
guessing
of
nothing on the
people-
tip line?
No, there's nothing. I saw a group of people pass through Blackwater a wee bit ago that seemed like they could have been the cut, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, there was a huge group of people came into Valentine too, all wearing suits and stuff. I couldn't tell if it was DiCenzo's cut.
Well, we arrested DiCenzo who's doing moonshining.
Oh, I saw that at Lombardo.
Mm-hmm.
Money must be tight for them.
Sounds
Must
like it.
be.
God, I'm ready to fucking
He
drag
was
all
saying
those bastards in.
He was saying stuff about it, going back to his roots.
Going back to his roots. But in the fucking fields.
Yes.
Picking wheat. What a fucking sad life. Is he still connected to them?
I don't know, can. I wasn't the one who did the rest directly.
Right, okay. Okay, I need to go to the bank.
That reminds
How
me.
much you carrying around? $500?
$1,000.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Quick, get
with you.
Come on, so I gotta fucking, before I go to sleep, I gotta pick up, I gotta go to like one of the shipping, what is it, like freight centers, shipping yards, whatever they're called. I need one of those item labels.
No way.
Yep.
Go to Annisburg or Strawberry or
Here's the thing. Is
Tumbleweed.
Yeah, it's...
It doesn't make any sense to me why it's not Blackwater or, you know, Sandy, Port City, stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose so, but, you know, reasons to go to Annisburg, Strawberry and Tumbleweed, at the very least. Now, if Tumbleweed had a fucking gunsmith, like a proper gunsmith.
A full service gunsmith, aye.
Yes, it would be a godsend.
You know, the one up at Annisburg is full service, but they don't have a bank that
I'm
works
not
there,
gonna
so
do that.
no one's gonna actually go customize their guns in Annisburg because why would you risk taking all that money all the way there?
Does anybody
Taxes for the
fancy?
mayor.
Does anybody fancy going to Limpany and just firing a load of rounds at the buildings?
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
You know? Yes, actually.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, alright.
I'm just gonna go and grab 1,000 rounds.
1,000. Yeah, but their gun store isn't full service either, so it's less.
We're gonna scare the shit out of some poor treasure hunter.
Probably. But hey, me and Marla need the catharsis.
Well, you know what they say: a scare away keeps the doctor. Wow, fuck that up. A scare a day keeps the doctor away.
Scared of me.
A scare away.
But scared away does keep a doctor away, I suppose.
True.
I get to practice the ledge field.
I like the Annisburg gun shop. Just gotta be sneaky. Yeah, but most people aren't gonna do
Calm
that.
yourself down, or
You gotta risk the cougar carrying $2,000. I know, Cricket's gonna see all kinds of holes in the build. She's gonna get murdered. Cricket will just die.
scared of horse.
He's $1,000. Yep.
Where's Beck? Is he coming?
I think so.
You got shot.
I think he's. He was sort of
Party
shunted
leader,
to the
thanks for the
back.
follow.
Yep, he's coming. You know, not a lot of people wear top hats. You think more people would?
I don't mind the top hat.
Listen, cougars. Whoa. Cougars scare me and they attack me.
What did he say? Come back in 4 days.
But Pavis and.
Hello.
Okay. Hold on.
Everything good at
Howdy.
everything good at the ranch?
Nope.
They don't recognize you. Oh no.
What's that?
No.
Is Cricket technically down there right now? I mean, probably. It didn't matter.
Looks like Shaw's back there talking to them.
Yeah, no, something going really slow.
Yeah, he'll catch up. So hi Mitchell, good to see you.
Wait, howdy.
Marla, you didn't recognize someone back there and they were very upset.
Who was that?
Fuck. Didn't catch the name.
Was it the woman?
Yes.
Josie?
Yeah, that's the one.
You thought I didn't recognize her. I didn't see her at first. Cause she doesn't come around much.
I thought they said Jamie and I was like, wait, no, Marla.
It's not impossible for there to be another Jamie somewhere.
I suppose so. But it'd be weird if both of you knew each other and were friends. That
I thought it kind of lets people become friends because they've got the same name.
Well,
suppose
apparently
so,
there's
but,
another guy with the name of Monroe
bit
walking
rare.
around.
Yeah, if a friend group has more than
I
one
have
of
no
the same
other
name, then you're just
Monroes.
sort of like that's an odd quirk of the group.
What is this? Okay,
What is what?
nothing.
Those two horses?
No, it's fine.
Okay,
Taking a right
sure.
somewhere.
It's fine, trust me, Mitchell. I think I saw the same thing the sheriff did.
Okay.
What were they fucking?
Yeah, they were
No.
fucking-
Whoa, wait! Why?
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I thought we were gonna continue down the hill and then.
Jesus.
Ryan and Ryan.
Crazy
Oh my
shit
goodness.
happened.
They started
That's
dating. You thought
what.
it was. That's hilarious.
Where the fuck is it?
Off to our left.
Hey, we're almost there.
Riders?
Howdy.
Good day there.
No.
recognize any of them?
Nope.
No, I didn't.
They're about to be really confused and
In fact, one of
concerned
them
when they
has
just
guns.
hear
Gunshots.
What was that back with?
Right, okay, I've just had an
I've
idea.
seen one of those fellas around the lake. What about? I'm not sure.
Right, stay on your horses for now. Stay on your
Stay,
oh, Jesus
stay on the
Christ.
horses.
Yeah. Right, what I want you to do, one at a time. You see the door on the old sheriff's office there, the jail.
Aye.
Yes.
I want you to charge at it with your horse.
Charge at it.
Please don't hit it though, but shoot as many rounds into it as you possibly can whilst riding past.
While riding
And
past
then,
it.
then circle round, aye.
Alright.
Once one person's gone
I
through
could
and
kill
round, the
the
next
steam
person
thing.
goes.
Okay.
Alright, sounds fun to me.
Miss, that's a miss. Miss again.
Right, you next, Mitchell.
Well, I'm
Go
gonna
on,
wait
go.
for her to clear it out.
Yeah.
site you
Go. Go.
We're just giggling about this.
I know, I love it. Alright, my turn.
Looks like you're up, Sheriff. Oh.
Did he just wipe out?
Right back.
Nobody saw that.
Officially, it didn't happen.
We didn't see
See,
it.
this is why we practice this, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Legally,
Alright, go
we
again.
saw nothing.
Go again.
I'm waiting for her to clear it out. I'm not gonna start shooting while she's out there.
Go. Where the fuck was that? Go. Alright, please don't fall off this time, Emily. I swear to fucking God.
You've got this, Sheriff. I believe in you.
I'm gonna do it this time. Freedom!
I made it.
Those are cool spitty bullet sounds there. All the horses are just having a fit at all the shooting. Pew! Pew! Yeah.
This is fun.
Aye.
Right, if you guys don't want me
Alright.
What bullets do and don't do IRL.
Right, okay, on me. Wait for Beck to come in. Right, okay. Do you guys see that blue barrel on the porch?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the perpetrator, all right? So we're going to do fire and move. Okay? So the objective is to get from here. So you see that crate there next to those like trash blue barrels?
Yes.
Yep.
That's the finish line. Okay? So once one person's gone, the next person will go. You've got to get from A to B, fire and move, using the barrel as a target.
All right.
Oh, we've got a lot of work to do. All right, next.
All right.
Go ahead, Mitchell.
He's hip firing.
Was it this one or those?
I think it's over here.
It was right there.
We're just standing back here.
I don't know how to feel about the Lich Field.
I like the Litchfield. I just don't have it with me right now.
Yeah, I'm practicing with it because, yeah.
It's
Right,
good to
okay.
practice with a gun you're not familiar with, Shaw.
Yep.
Especially you're a hound and that is hound issue.
Yep. That's the reason I got it.
The
I
next
actually bought
target.
it from Branch.
The next target is that crate there. See it?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but the idea now is to run to that building there.
The sheriff's or the broken down?
This one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, who's up?
Sure.
I will say, you can fit a lot of fucking bullets in this gun.
Oh, yeah.
So he's been on load on Sunday.
Straight into cover.
Shoot all week long.
Right, okay. So, thinking about that crate and then the blue barrel. So we're going to do the path that we just took. Okay, starting at these crates here. So you're going to
Okay.
dip into that cover. You're going to take 2 shots. And then you're going to find the next bit of cover, take 2 shots. Once you get into the range of the blue barrel that's on the porch, you're going to start taking 2 shots at that. You're going to move to the next cover, start taking 2 shots.
Okay.
So you're going to fire, then move. Okay, so use the cover. Use that path that we just took.
Okay, at that same crate.
Aye, so using the crate first, then when that blue crate comes into visual at the saloon, start shooting at that.
Okay.
There's
That was
only one
weird.
shot, Marlo.
Because I think she's
Something
ran out
was
of ammo.
strange there.
Alright, next, go.
Alright.
What is he doing? Did you see that?
Go.
I hate that shooting over.
You know, it's gonna be really funny. We get back to Valentine and there's just like 5 tips. It's just like massive shootout in Limpany. What's going
True.
What the fuck's going on in Limpany? There's all these people shooting at each other.
That's very possible. That's what we're gonna see when we get back to town.
Oh yeah,
What's
I'm
that?
expecting
Tips.
some more deputies to show up here looking.
You all doing the breach and clear training tomorrow?
Yeah. Right now, I'm just fucking. I mean, if we're gonna have a blast, we may as well make it make sense.
But it's it's like RP'd out.
Right. Okay. So next
I
thing
do
we
want
can
to
do.
do one thing personal.
Go on.
though.
Okay.
This may be catharsis for the shootout,
Okay.
which I also kind of want. Actually, I got an idea.
Sean knows why I did that.
Yep. How about we try long distance shoot? So we try to get as far as we can and shoot the center of the O in liquor.
Okay.
Where was that? Oh, the O.
The O in liquor.
So let's see. Is there something? Because I don't want to fire from the track.
Yeah, I think it might be able to fire from over here.
From the track.
Can you see it from here? Not really.
Top there where it says beer.
Wait, I just completely lost track of the sign. Where is it?
It's right in the side there. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah. You'd have to choose. You'd have to choose a different target from here
I actually got
if you want to
shotgun
do
and
long
not
range
gun
from
oil.
here.
Lame.
It's a good idea.
At the bottom of Limpany and shoot the sheriff's office door.
Okay.
Unless you think that's too big.
No.
Shoot the B. It's beer.
Yeah, we could do that.
After this one, could we do partners cover the other as they run training?
Sure, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I got
you know what I mean. But
I've
the
gotten
words
this one back
didn't-
from criminals 3 times.
Cover
I
and
mean,
fire.
no, you
That's what
said
I
it
mean.
right.
Cover and
Partners covering
fire.
each other when they run. Cover and fire. Then, like, you missed the word fire. That's fine. Okay, that is a good pace to take this rifle.
Is that the Henry?
Aye.
You don't try. With the Lancaster, you kind of just
Litchfield,
yeah,
sorry.
you can
Well,
just
Henry,
go.
Litchfield, same time. Aye.
Yeah, with the Lancaster, you know, you can just go bam, bam, as
you
fast as you
missed
fucking
every
like.
shot.
Aye, you just missed everything there.
Well, that's because I wasn't actually aiming that one. I was just sort of doing the sound of the rifle. But what I'm saying is with the Litchfield here, want to take it more at a pace of like, let me reload. So bam, reload, bam, reload, bam, reload.
Wow. I'm hitting what I meant to there.
Reload.
I tend to default to big and bold, so subtle can be great.
Yeah, that's the pace.
Yeah.
Just give it
I like to mix
basically
up.
like a half second to reset yourself. Yeah, oh, I'll just do that.
I thought I reloaded this.
Right, I think, you know what we'll do is we'll do that final maneuver. So, if the 4 of you get on your horses, you see where those trees are on the left next to the river?
Yes.
So if you guys start as a group of 4, you come in, your perpetrators are on that balcony up there. and then you've got bad guys in the sheriff's office as well. So you've got to take out the guys at the saloon. So working together in pairs. So you've got to split up, push through, keep fire on the saloon, and then push up to the sheriff's office. Take out the bad guys.
Take out the bad guys.
Alright, so start off down there in a formation. So whoever's at the front is in charge. Split off into pairs, stick together, and fire and cover as you push.
Okay.
Stay in
Sounds
pairs.
good to me.
Alright, who wants to peer up? Looks, oh, I guess it's
When you
easy.
see me put your hands up, that's when you're gonna start. In fact, I'm gonna shoot my gun, okay?
Alright, so you'll shoot
Okay.
your gun and then that's when we charge?
Yeah, that's your initiation.
Alright,
so all go together.
I'll have
Yeah.
Beck
I
and
believe
Shaw
we're
go
going
together.
into a formation. So whoever wants to lead the formation is leading
Sure,
all four
but we're
of us.
we're starting down there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Nice. Okay, we could do that.
Oh, I think Shaw's having problems with his
Oh.
ears.
No, hold on.
It's alright, I'll send him down in a second.
Okay.
Alright, we'll wait for him. We'll go 1, 2, 1. I think that's probably easy enough, eh?
Okay. I was just about to ask if you wanted to be the formation leader.
I can. Is this about where he wants to start? By these trees?
I believe so, yes.
We'll wait right here off the road so we're not disturbing passersby.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
I
two are
don't
not
know how that
aware,
works.
this is where the shootout with my uncle happened.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So-
So it feels really good to shoot this place
Is he
to shit.
leaving? Or is that...
Oh, we just didn't see where we're going.
That or we messed up where we were meant to go.
That might be. Did he want us somewhere else?
Shit.
Sorry. Did you... Were you just not able to see us, or...
No, I just couldn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Plus, I
Are we
having
supposed
a
to do
bit
all
of
this on horseback
issues.
or
Well, we'll be dismounting when we get
Well,
there.
he's shooting, so we're
Okay.
starting.
Alright, so go in,
I didn't hear what the...
Keep grouped up, you two.
Where do they do... Okay. Alright.
So we've got...
Marlo and I go left, you two go to the right. Target's at the balcony.
Okay.
Mitchell, where are you?
I'm right here. Right up
Okay.
here. Alright, push towards the sheriff's office.
Make sure you're talking to each other, ladies.
Right.
Tell each
Got
other when you're
covering
reloading. Make
fire
sure you're
on you,
together.
Mitchell, if you want to move up.
Alright.
Reloading. I'm moving up.
Okay. I don't
In
see
cover?
where you are, so
You don't see me?
no. Oh, there you are. You're out in the front.
Reloading.
Right. How long are we gonna shoot at the door?
Alright, that'll do.
I'm pretty sure that door is good and dead, Mitchell.
Yeah, that door is fucked.
Aye.
Anything in there?
There's a cell.
That's creepy.
Aye, there's 2 cells in there.
Right, okay, so where's Beck? Okay, so this time what you're going to do is you're going to take your horses back out to where you came from. You're going to slowly ride through and then come under fire.
Okay.
All
Will
right.
you signify that by firing in the air or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's going to take
Alright.
2 of you to focus on the left side, push forward, find cover, and 2 of you on the right side, push forward, find cover. Start calling targets. Just make it up as you go along. I don't care. But stick together. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Shh.
Oh, where did my horse go? Across the river.
Didn't like all the gunfire.
It's a preservation.
She's not used to this.
Alright, we probably don't need to go too far, Shaw.
No.
Because we're going to be riding slowly.
Yep.
Shaw, do you want to be formation leader this time?
Yep. This is my battle buddy.
We can probably...
That would be decided as things happen.
Aye.
Right.
Live fire training exercises.
Dismount, get to cover.
Don't lift.
Instant fuck up.
Alright, the side.
Got people on the saloon.
I got the right.
Alright, people, the sheriff's office.
Please don't shoot me. Jesus.
I've got the balcony.
You've got people in Brewster's.
Why is he walking
in
from
here,
us?
whatever the fuck this is.
They flanked us. Look out behind.
Alright, I've got eyes on the back of the building.
Left and right.
This is so dangerous.
One
Reloading.
from the sheriff's office behind us.
Careful, don't shoot for that.
Sheriff's office, not the jail. Sheriff's office.
Alright, I thought that's what I thought I heard, but people started firing at the jail.
Also had the sheriff's office.
Reloading.
Pushing up on him.
Pushing up on the sheriff's office.
Covering you. Someone's at the saloon.
Oh, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me.
Look out, lower floor of the saloon.
Reload.
Covering fire at the windows.
Stop, ceasefire, 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 ceasefire.
That's probably a good reason to cease fire.
Yep.
Looks like Baba.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good night.
Lunatics were shooting around here.
Sorry, that was
Yep.
that?
Just doing some live fire training.
What
But
was that about
also-
lunatics?
Yeah, you said fucking lunatics.
That's it.
How many tips did you get?
Right. You were right.
Yeah, those the native fella rode by and he just stared at us and kept riding. From his binoculars.
Called me
Just kept
Alexander
riding.
Graham Bell because I fucking called it.
Right, okay.
Who's Alexander Graham Bell?
Fella invented the telephone.
Oh. Did you know what's a telephone?
They have him
There's
in the
one in the
office.
sheriff's office in Blackwater.
There's a few
And
in
one
different
in
sheriff's
Saloon in
office.
Blackwater.
Aye.
Oh. Interesting. They were saying something about personalized numbers over in Detroit.
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
mean,
what
if
the
you
phone
buy your own
was.
phone, then you get your own number.
Interesting.
That's what that one song's about. You know, the hello my honey, hello my baby, hello my right arm gal. That one. It's about the telephone.
Oh, all right. I guess.
Either way, I think we're done here. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Let's stop before we alert the entire state.
Yeah, this fucking shootout here or something.
That's what we thought was going on.
No.
Tipline said there was a bunch of lunatics firing over here, though. Is that
More
what
people shooting and Limpany don't know
Calvin
what's going on.
Sumner's in his gang in a shootout.
I was like, I was genuinely like trying to figure out how the fuck we would even like enter this situation if there was a shootout. Like, no idea, you know?
You just, I mean, if
Just
it's
we wait for cleanup after.
Yeah, we probably would have just.
You wait
stayed
for
there and
cleanup, boy.
waited.
Just arrested,
Right,
you
time
know,
to go.
whoever was standing.
Time to go grab like 10 vials of gun oil.
Yeah,
Aye. I know. I somehow managed
Don't
to
even wanna
grab
look at it.
shotgun ammo instead of gun oil.
Who died over here?
I don't know.
I don't know. That
The
grave's been
cemeteries
there
have been
for
there for
a
a long
while.
time.
I mean,
Alright, we need to split into 2 parties.
We do. We've got too many.
Actually,
Who
I'm
wants to go?
gonna go back to Blackwater.
I'll go with you,
I'm
Mitchell.
probably, although Warren, I'm probably gonna go to bed here soon, so I could just leave actually and just go to Blackwater.
Well, I could. I could go to Black with you either way because I'm probably going to be going to bed shortly as
Okay.
well.
Take care.
We're gonna have a bad day if we come across wolves. Our guns aren't gonna shoot straight.
I'll be fine.
I'll just kick them. That was fun. That was really fun.
I'm just glad that no one got accidentally shot.
Yeah.
When Ro goes and he runs out in the middle of everyone, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I'm like, don't run around. We're
Well,
firing.
he said make up the enemies as we go, so I decided they're flanking us from the saloon, and he goes, oh shit, don't shoot me. Ah.
I need to douse my guns in gun oil though, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. All 3 of mine need cleaned. I used the shotgun for some of that as well.
Let's see.
Ryder coming?
Howdy. Shirtless with suspenders and a lantern on their hip. Interesting.
I thought that was a woman in a pink shirt.
Oh, maybe
first.
it might have been. I'm not quite sure what I saw. I thought it was a larger man without a shirt on.
Oh, that could have been Goon Bones or Goon Boons. Whatever.
Aye, there's a good chance that it was. Usually he'd be riding a wee donkey though.
He doesn't ride a donkey. He's got a horse.
I see him very often riding on a wee donkey.
Huh.
Not saying
I
he doesn't
believe
have
you.
a horse, but I see him far too often.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. A lot of horse hooves up top.
Aye, let's ride up there. Just see what we're hearing. Ah, with deliveries. Howdy. Careful, don't drive so fast that you crash yourself. You doing okay?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, okay. I better not ride that fast in town.
I certainly hope not.
I certainly hope that you slow down once you make it into town, sir. Are you doing okay?
Okay.
Alright. Sorry, we were just speaking to you and we didn't hear anything back, so we were sort of confused there.
Oh, I apologize.
I know you're on. I know you're stretched for time. We can. You don't
no,
need
he's
to
not
stop to talk
he's
to
not
us,
too
sir.
stretched for time. He'll be alright. No, just make sure that you're slowing down when you get into town. You'll be fine. It's very strange. He's like not talking. Huh. I know they've got plenty of time. There's no stretch for time on that route, especially not moving at half speed.
Okay.
Never feel bad about stopping milk runs or wood runs.
I meant more of a let him keep going.
Oh, I mean it really
not
doesn't
stop.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's got so much time.
The one that I think is the most stretched would be the mining.
Even then, they've got plenty of time.
Yeah. Which that does involve taking the thing off the road, which I've done before.
What, the mining one?
Yeah, I've done it.
You don't have to take it off the road though. That's just if you want to be really fast.
Yeah. I know you don't have to, I just have.
Alright, I want to read whatever the tip line was saying about the crazy shootout in Lumbany.
I'm gonna put some of this stuff back into our cabinet and grab a ton of cleaning supplies and start cleaning my guns.
Shooting at Lumbany.
Alright.
There was a lot of shooting at Lumbany. It looked like there were 4 people there. I couldn't tell what they were shooting at. Bob and Claymore to Lumbany.
Okay, time to see the damage. Let's grab 20 gun oil and see if I use it all. Oh, I think too much.
Sorry. Oh boy.
How bad is it, Saffron?
Oh, more than halfway. Degraded.
Okay.
Wait.
My Schofield wasn't bad. Lancaster's not as bad as I thought it would be. Enrique's shotgun's not gonna be bad compared to these two. I only shot 4 with that. So what did the tip line say?
Just that there's people shooting. It wasn't that exciting. I was hoping it'd be funnier, but it wasn't.
Okay, well next time I know there's a training, I will go by and then pretend to be concerned citizen.
I mean, you've already gone by and been a concerned citizen just seeing me standing there and chatting with Briar. That's so nice. Do you remember that? That was some time ago.
Yes, I remember.
It's like suspicious people. Lumbany.
Hey, I didn't see anybody specifically as to who they were. And
it was still funny though.
I wanted to be safe. Better safe than sorry, Saffron. Alright, I need more bandages.
Oh, so do we.
Well, somebody's horse that I couldn't see earlier decided to get scared of a snake and run into my horse and knock me off of it. A lot of shooting at Limpany. Looked like there were 4 people. Couldn't tell what they were shooting at. Snow. Okay.
Actually, I'm slightly concerned that there was only one tip about that. You know, look, I feel like there should have been more tips, and there isn't. And that explains why the tip line's been so quiet, because no one reports anything.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's going on, but I don't know if I believe that.
No, stuff's going on, it's just not being reported.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go off for a while. Do I kind of be back?
I'm gonna put my shotgun on my horse, see if I've got a telegram from my girlfriend, and then probably go to bed.
Oh, hey! How are you? Huh?
Green pants and all. What are you going in the forest or something?
What do you mean green pants and all? First off,
greeny,
they're teal.
greeny teal.
They're
Okay,
teal.
you know what?
Uh-huh.
Okay, do we have to talk about rods and cones again? About like I can't see all them fucking colors and shit.
Oh,
Come on.
are you colorblind?
No, not colorblind, but I do have a hard time seeing whatever shades of blue you're talking about.
Right, you're just like most men. You're bad at colors.
Yeah, fine, fair enough.
Whoa! Okay, hello.
Exercising.
This is the wormiest little board I've ever seen in my life.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I was concerned.
2.
I was concerned as to why you were dragging yourself along the ground.
It's military crawl. It's keep the abs. 2 and 3. Just working out. That's all. G'day. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, boy. I'm just a wee bit concerned about why you're on the floor.
I'm totally fine.
Were you trying to avoid somebody?
No, I was doing the military crawls. It's an exercise. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
I'll leave you to your
absolutely frightening.
How you doing?
Doing okay. It's been a wee bit of a boring day, so we went and shot up Limpany for practice today. That's pretty much what my day has been.
Oh yeah. How's the job doing?
Like I said, not a lot going on today, apparently. So, I was actually thinking of clocking off, going to bed or something. Maybe later tonight, stuff will be happening.
Right. Oh, so you're going off duty, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I already
what are you
took
gonna
off
do?
my badge.
Oh, so you have. And what are you doing now?
Well, I was thinking about going to bed because I don't really know what to do.
Right. Yeah, so I had a good time. Yesterday.
Hi, last night was nice.
Yeah.
He's acting so awkward.
So where do you sleep? I mean, where do you live? So are you headed out of town or?
No.
As much as I want to encourage this tryst, can you guys keep it down? Because I don't want to actually hear this.
Okay, sorry, sir. I was just
what, Queenard? What are
Nothing.
you?
Nope. You know what? You just have your chat.
Sorry.
Get off my desk.
I'm sorry. You know what? I can't help it, Queener. Did you? Okay.
Go talk to him.
Uh-huh.
Go.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that. I didn't want to like embarrass you or nothing.
That's fine. I rent the blue cottage at the corner of town, right over there.
Oh, is that where you are? Right there.
It's on the other side of the barn there.
That's a big fucking joint right there.
No,
Holy
no,
shit.
not there. Not there. No, I guess
Not
that's
there.
blue too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we can go there. Yeah,
No,
if you
I'm
want.
sure I can show it to you just so you can see it. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I wasn't suggesting you're going to let me inside or nothing like that.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Sorry. No offense.
No, well, none taken. I mean, it's you're a yeah.
No, that's a nice place up there on the hill though, but can you really afford to rent out a place that large? No, this blue cottage right
yeah.
here.
You know what? But that's adorable though. Look at that, like little quaint little spot.
And sometimes there's some dogs around.
Yeah, but dogs are good. Dogs are good.
I love dogs.
Yeah. What's your favorite breed?
Boy, that's sort of a hard one. I like a. You ever heard of an Irish wolfhound? Really big, tall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're
tall
lovely.
dogs.
Lovely. What is this?
Huh? What's what?
Oh, I probably shouldn't.
Well, I just write and stuff. I used to write for the newspaper.
Are you all right? It says here, you want to start feeling better. That's
just sometimes work gets to you, Not
Yeah. Well,
finding time for stuff that you used to enjoy.
Yeah. So, did you arrest anyone today?
I didn't directly do it. We stopped a moonshiner.
Okay, all right.
Actually, a moonshiner who, I'm not sure if he still is, but he used to be part of one of the large gangs around here. So it's interesting. It makes you wonder if money's tight or something. But one of them, DiCenzo's.
Oh, I heard about them. I was spending. I met someone that said they laughed like a DiCenzo.
They sort of laugh in chorus. I've heard it only once or so. It's a wee bit creepy. I used to.
Right, yeah, I haven't met him.
I'm not quite sure. I don't get down to Saint Denis as much as I used to since I've been transferred out here. But I used to sort of have some business with them before I was a deputy. Mainly, they would end up with my stolen guns and sell them back to me. That sort of stuff. Real nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then make sure if anyone hears about this, what will happen. That sort of stuff. Real nice folks.
Yeah. I saw a moving picture today for the first time.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it was about this really strong fella who drank clam juice.
Interesting.
You know where I can get some clam juice?
I don't know. I think you'd have to ask maybe the fishmonger or something like that. I don't
maybe
know why they would sell something like that. It's like an after product.
Well, it makes you strong apparently. That's like the whole thing. Yeah.
You know what you've got to do is watch those motion pictures while Craner in there is dude narrating on it. that was when I saw it. He sat there and he, because most of them are silent, eh?
Yeah.
So he sits there and he'll do voices. He'll do the voices for the people speaking, and he'll add his own narrative in there. And it's quite brilliant. I told him that he should make an event of it and have people pay to get in. It's pretty fun. Did that with him and Emily one day.
Right. Would you do you need anything? Do you need like something to eat or a coffee or anything I can get you?
I could go for something, I suppose.
Yeah, we can go get a coffee if you like. Yeah.
I might want to wait till this rain.
The rain, till the rain passes.
Are you okay today, Blade? You're sounding You
What do you mean?
You sound just a wee bit nervous.
Oh, you know,
Is work getting to you?
I wouldn't say it's the work that's getting to me. It was just after that kiss you laid on me yesterday, and just, still recovering.
I didn't lay any kiss on you.
And
to be clear.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
I think, well, I think I would remember, I felt the shivers. The shivers.
The shivers?
Yeah, like the tingle down the spine there.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Is that an Australian thing to just swoop in and sneak a kiss?
No, it's more of a Boyd thing.
Alright, well, it's been done to me twice by Australian people. So that's why I had to ask.
Who was the first one?
I remember that Willoughby kid.
Yes.
He did that after he kidnapped me.
Seems to be some kind of trend going on with the Australian thing. But that's not what it's... No. Well, Yeah, but you haven't... Listen. I haven't kissed your lips yet.
No,
right?
that is correct.
That's a different thing. A kiss on the cheek, that's fine, that's all right. That's a very gentlemanly thing to do after you take someone on a nice, evening. You have a little coffee, have a little talk, get to know each other, and then at the end of the day, give them a little kiss on the cheek, have a nice night. That's gentleman-like. Am I wrong?
I'm sure it could be seen that way.
Right, but if I was to slip the tongue or something, then that'd be a problem. You'd punch me in the fucking face. That'd be,
I would very much punch you.
Understandable. Right. Well, I would never do such a thing unless you asked for it. Yeah. So, I got a problem with I don't have a filter. See.
No, it's just a wee bit.
I mean, listen. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a kiss action. It's a totally natural thing.
We just went for coffee yesterday, Wade.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know that. Well, nowadays, we're lucky not to be eloped already.
What?
When you think about it. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't marry you yet. It's got to be at least a week.
Oh, I would hope it would be at least a week.
Yeah, well, at least a week, yeah.
It's starting to lighten up. I think that we can start walking.
Yeah, well.
And you don't have to put your foot in your mouth so much.
Well, there's, worse things than never mind.
Hang on.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I just eyeball random people who I see walking around when I don't recognize them,
He's got a poncho on. It looks pretty suspicious. I don't know what it's about the poncho. But it makes look like you're up to no good. Am I wrong?
It does, and that's mainly my own prejudices, having dealt with the logos and stuff like that.
Wow. Prejudice.
Well, just people who
good
come at
quality,
me
woman.
with
Good quality.
Well, not if I recognize it and avert it, But when I've been attacked by people wearing ponchos and their hair tied up behind their head, it's sort of, you see that and you take pause for a moment.
By the way, I like the pants are good. I like the color.
Oh, thanks.
What color would you call that?
Teal.
Do a little spin.
I don't think
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at the teal.
Uh-huh. Here. Teal.
Very
but
nice.
Didn't you hear
good.
the conversation with Cleaner? What were you doing laying on the ground in there when I walked in?
I was, I told you. You fill the abs. Fill the abs. Just fill the abs. Just trust me.
Quite
Just trust
appropriate.
Me. Well, it's appropriate when I'm giving you permission. Just fill the abs.
Okay.
Yep, just grab on. You feel that?
I touched them.
That is from hours of exercising, and what you saw was the back end of my regime.
All right, so you go mopping up telegram station floors with your chest.
Well,
That's part of your.
Yeah,
Listen, it's fine. It's
part of
fine
it.
if you don't want to say what you're really doing in there. That's fine. I just sort of.
I mean, okay, well, what do you think I was doing?
Maybe you were Maybe you're. I don't know. Crainer's pretty funny to pull pranks on. You might have been waiting to scare him or something.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was doing at all. I was. I think you're overthinking it. You're overthinking just a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, were you in there speaking with Crainer?
No, I was by myself actually.
Crainer's right there at the desk, though. That's his office.
Yeah, but I was in there before him.
Oh, I see. He's a newspaper editor. He's actually the lead on the paper now.
Oh, well, that's good. Good for him.
I worked for the newspaper for about a week and a half before they said I could start ride-alongs. So I ditched them and became a deputy instead.
Well, there you go. Well, that it's kind of what you do, right? You find what you love to do and you go for it.
Aye, which I was a wee bit torn because I actually was enjoying doing something for the first time in a long time when I was doing the newspaper. But I'd want to be a deputy for so long I couldn't pass up the opportunity. And I have enjoyed it. I mean, it's been very good.
Oh, good.
I was kind of following you. Sort of.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
Alright, well, the general store's there. Unfortunately, no one actually sells coffee inside the saloons unless...
Oh, we can get coffee, yeah.
Actually, sometimes there's people in there that might sell it.
I mean, we could get drunk.
Well, I don't like to get
You don't
drunk.
partake?
No.
You don't partake? Why not?
My father was a drunk. And
yeah, but okay,
it
well,
killed him eventually.
Okay, well, that's
And my
that's
fiancé
just very.
went and got
Okay,
himself killed after a night of drinking.
All right, okay, well, all right.
So I don't need.
Probably a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I like to keep my wits about me. But looks like there might be no one here. I'm actually thirsty IRL. I need coffee. Oh, he did. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna DM because I have to grab something to drink. Alright, I just DM'd him that I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
You got shot. Welcome to day one. 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 You got shot. Welcome to day one.
You got shot. Welcome to day one. You got shot. Welcome to day one. You got shot. Welcome to day one. You got shot. Welcome to day one. You got shot. Welcome to day one.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he said he's having PC issues. Oh no. Alright, I might talk to Coiner over in the, I know!
You got shot. Welcome to day one.
Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I went to actually went and got cold brew. Back in the day. That's honestly, I need to move some stuff around because my tower's underneath my desk. And if I spill something on here, it might pour onto my tower, so I really need to put my tower up on the desk. But well, I need to rearrange everything anyways. It's fine. Ah, Coiner's gone. Ah! Put this.
You got shot. Welcome to day one.
I just want... I'm afraid to tell him to leave me alone. Real LEO don't walk to the telegram office. They ride up way too fast and fall off during dismount. Yeah, that's what I do. That is my typical... Howdy, just angry, Eric. Why are you so angry? Could you see any clear things about the way Boyd was acting? Very nervous, like he might like Saf and he's nervous to talk to her and doesn't know how to do it. That much is pretty obvious. I think he might have sort of been trying to avoid her awkwardly when she came in there. But, you know, we'll leave that. He genuinely scared me. He genuinely scared me.
You got shot. Welcome to day one.
Hey, Scotty. Thank you for the follow. Well, the last time I saw someone doing that, it was what's his face? What was his name? Hutch Vandal. It was Hutch Vandal. Because he broke both his legs or whatever. There you go. Hutch Vandal, so funny. He's a Dutch Vanderlyn ripoff, but that literal bear does, and it's so funny. Well, Boyd sure has a better chance getting with Saf than any of the outlaws. I can see right through him. Saf is so innocent.
You got shot.
Well, that's partially me, and that's partially Saffron. Is Mitchell off duty? Yeah, I was actually getting ready to log, cause nothing's going on. And then Boyd showed up. I am trying to spend more off-duty time, though. His monitors won't turn back on. No, it's fine, folk. I just think it's funny. Saf should kiss him? Saf would not kiss somebody that she is only known for a few days. Yeah, they don't know much about one another, so she wouldn't just... And that's not proper, right? Saffron's much more on the proper side, despite being a, you know, rootin' tootin' shootin' deputy. At least tell him you like him a little. I mean, Saf's talking with him, going places with them. Isn't that liking somebody? Man, I wish Coiner had run off. I'm gonna go send Coiner a telegram or something. I wanted to talk to him.
Buenas tardes, señorita.
Saffron's interesting because she's a character that has grown from being very shy and awkward to being a lot less shy but still somewhat awkward. Like, she's gained a lot of confidence, partially because of the stuff that has happened to her in her life. She's had a very rough... With how bad his internet can be, would that affect the decision for him to be law, like chasing someone and then internet cuts out? Nah, there's lots of people who are from all over the place. Yeah, it was funny how he went ham on the bridges thing. Saffron, if you don't know, has an issue with bridges because she got thrown off of one by Tommy Two Snakes. Well, actually, Eugene, who is sending these horrible telegrams. My dearest Saffron. My dearest Saffron. And I'm sitting here torn, trying to decide whether or not to get out of here with your Tommy Two Snakes emotes. Whether or not to respond and say, stop, Eugene. That door just opened by itself? Oh, the dog opened the door? You guys saw that, right? This door just opened itself. And there's an exhausted horse. Okay, something's going on. Look at all these horses coming. Is town bubbled? I need a relog. Yeah, Blackwater is messed up. Yeah, I can't see the writers for some reason. I'm gonna relog. And I can't go through that door. Let me go over here.
Welcome to day 1.
Yeah, you know, he probably is. Waking out from the ghost. Well, it would have been funny because I put a detail about lots more footprints on his desk. If he was just sitting there the whole time and it just appeared, it'd be pretty funny. Yeah, Ian definitely needs to stream more. He's so funny. He's so funny. One funny dude. I love his characters. I know you're one of his mods. Yeah, I don't know if Vert's will make it back. Yeah, they fixed that issue, folk, like a while ago. But yeah, What made you choose to have Saffron as Scottish? I'll tell you, it's a real simple reason, actually. I had another character who just had my natural voice, and I wanted to have another character with a different voice. So I just picked Scottish. I didn't do Australian because there was a whole bunch of Australians I was playing with, and I didn't want to do an Aussie accent and have them be bothered by my fake Aussie accent. So since I didn't know any Scottish people, I just decided to start doing a Scottish accent. And then she was a throwaway character to test criminal mechanics on the server I was on. And then she caught a whole bunch of story and became my main character for a very long time. Who's that? Is that James Kelly? Hang on.
You got shot. Welcome to day 1.
Okay. Quite convincing. I thought you were Scots and I'm from the UK. Well, thank you. That means a lot.
You can see me, right?
I can see you.
Okay. Getting kind of fucky out here. You fucking. I'm fucking leaving it. You fucking. God damn it.
What's going on?
No, I did a gem cut for Marlo, and then we noticed like 3 or 4 fucking horses come in kind of weird, so I needed to take a nap. So.
Oi, I was speaking with Boyd, and then his head started hurting really bad. He had to go really fast.
Yeah, how's that going?
How's what going?
You and Boyd.
All right. Well, we just spoke yesterday, and we went out for coffee after I beat him at the barrel racing.
Coffee.
Coffee. Why
Okay,
are you saying coffee like that?
No, just one coffee.
Well,
Coffee's nice.
He invited me for coffee 2 months ago when he was here before.
Oh, okay. And you went for that coffee.
Well, he's actually applying to be a lawman. He's got his interview soon.
All right. Very nice. That's good. I mean, a bit odd for a man whose daddy was killed by a bunch of lawmen and now he's going to be a lawman. So, you know, it's... Okay. All right.
Well, the way he's putting it is... Well, he wasn't... From what I understand, I don't think he ever met Baz.
Oh, illegitimate son kind of thing.
I'm not quite sure. I don't know too much about it, but he didn't know that he had passed away when he arrived here. I think that he was coming here because he thought there was money. And he got here and he found out that he was dead. But the way he put it to me was that he wanted to... Well, he had heard that his family name had sort of been besmirched here. And wanted to see if he could put a good mark on it again. Besmirched.
I mean, hopefully so, because there's still a bunch of Kerrigans running around, you know.
Oh, wait. No, I'm quite aware of that.
So it'd be nice to, like, see, you know...
And most of them I hate my guts.
Yeah. So it's interesting to know that one's willing to take you a coffee.
Yeah, do you think that there's something nefarious behind it?
Nefarious? No. I just think, you know, he wants to give you coffee.
He wants to give me coffee, Queen.
Yeah, he wants to give you some nice coffee with that cream. God damn it, I hate myself.
Mr. Coiner, really?
What?
Nothing. I just sometimes
His last name's Kerrigan. His last name's Kerrigan.
Oh, that does make it different.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
He's...
What?
He's strange. It's surprising that they put him in charge of the newspaper with his choice of words.
Okay.
But you know what?
Saffron.
He pays me, so I can't complain too much.
Okay, Saffron. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I mean, I was about to say, I do miss working for the paper sometimes. But did you the thing I sent you, the stuff I left on your desk? How'd that go? This is gonna be a good story.
I found it.
You found it, good.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna say it needs editing because I think I'm just stupid. Just.
Wait, what you mean? What happened?
I'm just stupid. So we're just gonna put it in the paper, and I'm just gonna see who fucking finds it. So yeah.
What are you gonna put as the title? I didn't think because there's no context on what I've written, and
you know what? To be
I could
honest,
pare it down.
No, there should be no context with the title as well. I'm just gonna say a mystery abounds in the crossing. I don't know, something like that. And then like I'm just gonna publish the riddle.
You got shot.
Actually, you know what? Here's good. How about this? Abigail, you want to hear the riddle?
Yes, please. Lay it on me.
All right, so I got to get my dramatic voice on. Are you ready?
Wait, this is not your dramatic voice?
Excuse me? No, this is
Is
my
it just a
normal
normal
voice.
voice?
Because
Oh, sorry.
sounds dramatic.
Uh,
Sounds dramatic, no matter what.
Why are you two in the same room together? Okay, anyway.
We're slowly learning that.
Oh, great, now Eliza's here. All right, now she gets to hear. Okay, Eliza, you get to hear this as well, too.
Are you talking shit about me?
No, I'm doing dramatic voice.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, all right, here we go. You'll find me between two palms, but not in the middle.
Write this in that tone. I'm sorry. Go ahead, start from the top. I'll be quiet. I'll be
sake,
quiet. I
Saffron.
won't say anything. I'm sorry.
You're the one who wrote this.
I didn't write in that.
You'll find me between two ponds, but not in the middle. I sit on a hill rarely traveled to, straddling the line between lands, both high and low. The mountains brace my back, and my gaze, though graced by an emerald gem, is stained by the deadly tragedy carried out under my watch. Larger I am than the ones all around me. I stand out on my own. Look out over the heart and place your hand within my back. You'll find yourself on the right track.
Wow, that's actually a lot better sounding coming from you than it did when I wrote it.
I think I could actually find that.
Yeah, you want me to read it like how you wrote it then?
How did I write it?
Okay, you wrote like this. You'll find me between the two ponds, not in the middle. Oh, fucking shit.
Don't do that again.
All right, fine.
Wow, I knew that was coming.
Thank you for the show. I'll be leaving now.
Yep. Bye, Liza.
Again. I ain't never seen the like, but I am delighted.
What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that reading?
You want me to do it?
A dunny can, the mountains brace my back and my gaze.
You deserve to
Don't
be
hit
put
me again. Don't hit me again.
I'll control myself.
Yeah,
No,
a
you
dunny
deserve
can
it.
larger I am. Then I know one's
That was very, very well timed slap. Very well
Yep.
timed.
It was. I swear to fucking God.
How do you start?
Oh, he's just gonna run off?
Oh
Yeah, after
my,
standing on my fucking
running
desk?
off?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you should be embarrassed. God.
I didn't say a word.
Maybe chasing that other fella. I don't know.
Well, I did see
How
someone
odd.
who's most likely very wetted walking up the hill over there, but I was off duty, so I just sat in a tip about it. Trying to actually be off duty when I'm off duty.
How's that working out for you?
I mean, I sat in a tip, I didn't go do something about it.
You didn't go over there to do something about it?
Connor,
What?
You don't want me to hit you, but you're acting like you want me to hit you.
Oh, you love me. Shut up. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
I'm sorry that you've got to put
He's
up
too
with this D&D
wheezy.
out.
Oh no, this is the most entertaining part of my day.
Yeah.
Where's Crispin?
I'm quite
That'll make
pleased.
it even more entertaining.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that guy.
I saw him this morning.
Yeah, is he okay, Abigail?
Yes, he's said he's feeling much better now.
Because I got a telegram from him saying, I am not hurting anymore. And I said, all right, fine.
He apparently fell off his horse, and then someone cut all the hooves off his horse. He said.
What?
It was I don't know. He didn't really give any more details than that. It was a terrifying story though, just that part. But he said he's feeling much better.
I've renamed Cookie
I didn't
into
ask about the
Nubs.
horse.
Wait, did he actually see that?
No, I just feel like he would.
You can't eat. That horse has got to be dead. There's...
Oh yeah,
that's horrible.
Couldn't believe it.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's-
laying down quite a lot until the hooves grow back. I don't know. Do hooves
No,
grow back?
No. Yeah, you can't just... No. And
But what if it's like-
horse
what-
can't lay down for a long period of time. They die if they do that.
But what if it's like, they cut off the hooves, but it's just like right at the hoof, like, because it's like a fingernail basically?
Aye, but the horse can't eat... You know how they shoot horses who've got broken legs?
Yeah.
They can't lay down for long periods of time. And if there's anything wrong with their feet, they don't stand right, and it ruins the rest of their feet and stuff like that. Like they're very their feet carry, as much as 2,000 pounds. Like that, they've got to be perfect, pretty much. If they're not, the whole animal disintegrates.
That's very frightening.
Whole animal.
That's why, any sort of hoof damage, leg damage, stuff like that needs to be taken very seriously with horses.
Made me think of that cow joke that I don't remember how it goes, but something about a cow with no legs.
Ground beef.
Yep, perfect.
What about a cow with 2 legs?
What's that?
Lean beef.
But there's one thing to be said about cows, but they sure are outstanding in their field.
Most of the time. Yeah, I gather. How have things been tonight? Is it busy in Blackwater or quiet or
kind of funky?
Just sort of strange.
I don't know what that means.
Just sort of strange.
Horses with no riders.
Oh, I see. One of those.
Yeah, I had to take a really hard, smack my face on the floor nap. So, no, I'm fine now, I think.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you ever do that? Where it's just all like, you know what, guys, I need to take a nap real fast.
Okay, I've got to ask you a question though, Quainer.
Yep.
When I came in here with Marlo, I remembered I sort of shouted because Boyd was squirming along on the floor
I came in here, he was just sitting in the chair, and I said, hey, you alright? You good? And he didn't say anything. I said, okay, well, it's spaced out the fuck. And I just went to go start working on the paper. And then you guys came in, and then all of a sudden he just started worming his way out of the chair. And I know it was about this time of day, right? And that corner is a little hard to see. So I don't think you saw him got out of the chair and then, turn into a squirmy worm.
No, I didn't see that because there was, light rays like this. And usually when I come in here, you know what I do when I come in here alone? I check that back corner.
You check the back corner. That's a
That's
small
probably
place to
smart.
check.
I'm always there.
Well, I wish I had checked it.
Excuse me for a few minutes.
Oh, dear.
Speaking of
what? Oh, I was talking about how I checked that back corner. Because that's where Thorn stepped out from behind when she kidnapped me.
Good God.
I just heard a click of a shotgun from right here, where I'm standing.
Okay.
Is everything okay, Lark?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just, enjoying an idle period, I guess.
It's been quiet for you too.
Yeah.
It was so quiet in the sheriff's office that I clocked off.
Yeah. There was a wolf attack victim here, but an uncertified doctor was taking care of it. So many of them nowadays.
You got shot. Welcome to day
He seems to go in cycles, doesn't it? I feel like for a while we had a lot of doctors, and now I'm not really seeing many on duty. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I think there's something like 5 or 6. Actually, more than that. It has to be closer to 7 or 8.
Howdy, guys.
Uncertified medical folks that are running around and treating people, and yeah, we just had a lot of losses.
Oh, there he is. His computer is giving him issues. I don't know. He said not to wait for him. He was trying to fix
everything
it.
I can, Lark, even if I don't have a fancy license.
Where'd Abigail go?
Yeah, just in terms of
she went to the corner.
Rangers and rangers and deputies should always call for a certified doctor before uncertified. Just because you don't know, you can't verify what their training is, and what they're doing, and whether they.
I said his monitors aren't turning back on.
many people in here?
Yeah, the
It's a public
Sometimes.
office.
I didn't say it wasn't.
the
Hell, having a lot of people here implicates that it would be a very public place, you know? Private has less.
Yep.
Aye, Craner appreciates it when
Mhm.
everyone
Guy who
walks
found him.
across the desk.
Sorry, what's that?
Anyways,
No,
I
I'm
was
saying,
saying to you
the guy who found him.
that I'll check that corner because that's where Thorn jumped out from behind when I got taken by her.
Just bleeding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
But she's still in Sisika as
if
far as
there
I know,
wasn't
so.
any on-
No way, but generally speaking, if you
if there
see me
wasn't any
walking
on
here like this,
scent, maybe it
that's
didn't
because
go
I'm
through, or
checking that corner.
if it did.
I mean, that's what I always. I check
we
my
didn't hear
telegrams
about
like
it.
that.
So that's fine. I just.
Trust me, I was
evil.
none too eager to do any medical work.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, you talked about Lark.
It's okay.
No, that one in the yellow.
Okay, I was about to punch you again, but
Ma'am, do we have an appointment? Ma'am?
she's looking out the window.
I mean, that guy that came in, or whoever that was, said that this is a public place. It is a public place, but I feel like you're in the appointment lobby. Ma'am, do you have an appointment? Do you need something? Ma'am, are you here for any sort of... Okay. Goodbye. Fast. Okay.
Oh shit, post haste leaving. I think it's
Well, I think I'll go check the saloon, see if Boyd's cleared his head, and if not, I'll probably go to bed like this.
Get coffee by yourself.
Probably go to bed.
Get coffee by yourself.
I don't want to step on your desk, so I'm gonna go this way.
Okay, yeah. Bet you don't. Bet you don't.
What do you mean by that?
Everyone's stepping on my desk.
Briar!
I'm the only one around here in Blackwater, so I
Briar?
can't do nothing.
Oh.
Yes.
What are you trying to do? What's going on?
Just regarding your tip you put in.
Oh, aye. Well,
the other day,
I don't think we'd want to go after that with just two people, anyways.
Nope, not if he's doing what I'm thinking he's doing.
The cheapest meat.
So I was just letting you know.
What do you think he's doing?
And I saw it.
Gavin
and
Summers
someone
up
had
there
put a little
in
sign on
Tall
the back of the
You
wagon.
don't think he's meeting with Gavin Summers?
I mean, he
And
might
the
be.
sign
I
said,
don't know.
"When
I
I
just
grow
saw
up,
that
I
he
wanna
was
be a cowboy."
he was just walking up the hill right there.
I thought it was
It
the
was
most
odd,
adorable sign.
and he looked like he was harmed. He was holding his head.
Just no. Right.
Did you guys go to
now
that?
there's
The most adorable thing.
Go where?
Did you guys go to
I
that
wanna
shots
be a
fired
caravan.
under the Bard's car?
no. I'm off duty at the moment.
That was adorable.
I was dealing with a medical situation.
It's like if someone took a donkey.
So
to a
I
baby
saw
ass,
Montana
right?
heading out. He
When
might
I
head
grow
over
up,
that
I wanna
way.
be a
No,
shot.
I was
You
right
know,
there.
that'd be
There's
so cute.
a black horse and nothing else.
All
I
right,
wanna
I'm
know if you guys
actually
found these.
clocking off, or I've already
that's all I had
clocked
to
off.
tell
I'm
you.
going to bed.
Oh, you know.
I'll be
Take
back
yourself home.
around
Do it.
tomorrow night, though. Most likely. Night.
Evening.
I wish. Oh, it's Cash. Ah, like the people I like to RP with. But I'm gonna go hang out with my nephew because he goes home tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I was already planning on getting Boyd Blue an opportunity. He should have asked to see the inside of the house. Nah, staff would not have let him in. And mechanically, there's no way you can't let anyone in there. It's just a shell. Yep, I gotta go say hi to my nephew. Well, that's okay. He's got her telegram, so he can contact her if he wants to. Hey guys, I'm glad you enjoyed. Let me find somebody to raid here. Let's see.
Won't be alone when you get to him. There's a bomb coming out of the sky.
Oh, looks like Grave Gamer is streaming. He plays Peter Gray. He's pretty cool. He's a criminal. So I'm gonna send you guys off to him. Go give him some love, follow, stuff like that. Peter Gray's he's a fun character, so if you like some gritty criminal RP, it's one to check out. It's on the other side of the I think he's more likely to be allied with Taipan than everybody. But who knows? That seems to change every week. Alright guys, yep, my plan is to be around tomorrow night as well. But I think this is the last you'll see of me tonight. Just because I got some stuff to do IRL. Sending you off. Night.